I didn't remind my mom's husband of her birthday. My mom married Kevin 3 years ago when I was 15. He seemed okay at first, but the second they got back from their honeymoon in Cancun, everything changed. He stopped pretending to care about me or my little brother Austin. He'd make comments about how we weren't his real kids, and how we should be grateful he even lets us live in his house. The house my mom paid half the mortgage on. Every year before Kevin came around, my mom's birthday was a huge deal. We'd wake her up with breakfast in bed, homemade cards, and whatever gifts we scraped together from our allowance money. She always cried happy tears and kept every single card we ever made her in a box under her bed. Last year was the first birthday after they got married. Kevin forgot completely. When my brother and I gave her our gifts at dinner, Kevin just sat there scrolling through his phone. My mom tried to play it off like it was fine, but I saw her wipe her eyes when she thought we weren't looking. Kevin never apologized. He just said birthdays were for children and she should grow up. This year, I decided things would be different. About 2 weeks before her birthday, Kevin asked me when it was. He was standing in the kitchen eating chips straight from the bag, getting crumbs all over the counter my mom had just cleaned. I looked him dead in the eye and said, "I'm pretty sure it's sometime in August." Her birthday is in June 15th specifically. He just shrugged and went back to his chips. Didn't even bother to check his phone or ask my mom directly. Over the next 2 weeks, he asked me 3 more times. Each time I gave him a different wrong answer. Maybe July? I think early September? Could be late June, I honestly can't remember. The morning of her actual birthday, I woke up extra early. I made French toast, her absolute favorite, and me and Austin pooled our money to buy her this scarf she'd been eyeing at the mall for months. We wrapped it in newspaper comics because we ran out of wrapping paper, but we knew she'd love it anyway. We sang happy birthday while she was still in bed. She started crying immediately, the good kind of crying. Kevin was in the shower and didn't come out until we were already done eating breakfast. When he finally showed up in the kitchen, my mom was wearing the scarf and showing Austin the birthday card I'd drawn for her. Kevin looked confused. He glanced at the calendar on the fridge, then at my mom, then back at the calendar. "Wait, is today your birthday?" My mom's smile dropped instantly. "You didn't know?" Kevin scrambled. No, I knew. I just thought it was next week. I was planning something. Complete lie. My mom just nodded slowly and said it was fine, but her voice was flat. Kevin left for work 20 minutes later without saying anything else. Around noon, my mom got a text from him. She showed it to me later. It said, "Sorry, I'll make it up to you this weekend." No happy birthday, no explanation, just a half-hearted promise he'd probably forget about anyway. That weekend, Kevin took my mom to this chain restaurant she didn't even like. He didn't make a reservation, so they waited 45 minutes for a table. He ordered for himself and told her to get whatever she wanted like he was doing her some huge favor. When the bill came, he made a big show of paying, even though my mom always paid for half of everything anyway. Meanwhile, the whole week after her birthday, my mom kept that scarf on. She wore it to work, to the grocery store, even around the house when it was way too hot for a scarf. Every time Kevin saw it, he'd get this weird look on his face like he knew he messed up but was too proud to admit it. About a month later, Kevin's birthday rolled around. My mom woke up at 6 in the morning to make him this elaborate breakfast spread. Pancakes, bacon, eggs, the works. She bought him this expensive watch he'd been talking about for months. Must have cost her at least $300. She even invited his parents over for dinner that night and spent the whole day cooking his favorite meal, pot roast with garlic mashed potatoes. Kevin barely looked up from his plate during dinner. He didn't thank her once. When his mom asked if he liked the watch, he just said, "Yeah, it's fine," and went back to eating. After his parents left, my mom was doing dishes and I heard her crying in the kitchen. Not loud, just these quiet sniffles she thought no one could hear. The next morning, I was getting ready for school when Kevin cornered me in the hallway. "You told me the wrong date for her birthday on purpose, didn't you?" I didn't say anything, just stared at him until he looked away first. He walked off muttering something under his breath, but he never brought it up again. Never apologized to my mom either. 2 months after that, my mom filed for divorce. She told me and Austin one night after Kevin went to bed,